Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota 2 game that is Manila Major Qualifier. We have Mineski Sports versus Acion Arena Pro Team. And well, Mineski, we saw them yesterday, but AcA, well, will be the first time I'm casting them as qualifier. And I'm not alone, I'm Lysander, going to be joined here by Danily. I finally got her name right, can say it smoothly. Welcome to the broadcast. It's sad that you're only doing one set with me today.
Yeah, it's a shame, but what can you do? We've got Mike Loris coming in after this, though, so he's a very good replacement. I hope you enjoy him. All of you should have had him yesterday. If not, surprised. But you haven't casted Action. I have, but I haven't had the chance to cast them with patch. They did play Mineski in MPGL a few days before the qualifiers under the new patch, and the score for that series was 1-1. They took a game off of Mineski.
Oh, then again, Mineski are prone to such volatile score lines, so you know.
I think in general, just Filipino teams, all of them suffer in the way they play. But definitely, I'd say TNC is one of the only teams sort of almost refined themselves enough to move away from that, just because the experience, like everyone on TNC so long that they've really managed to find that soft spot as a team. Whereas for Mineski, there's been a couple of rosters with all the other teams, I believe. So it's all good. Although there was, I guess, that one change where they had to replace the Winter G Small Sun with Cuckoo, because I believe there were health issues with Winter G. He wasn't able to participate.
Well, that's the thing. Vengeful Spirit is going to be picked up now, but there's this thing that I always noticed with C Dota is that Earth Spirit is almost completely ignored. You know, the picks from EU or the picks from America don't apply. I mean, I was watching some of the other qualifiers yesterday, and I see them all like clamoring for an Invoker, or maybe not Invoker as much, but you know, they clamor for other types of heroes like Earth Spirit, like I mentioned, instead of the heroes that we see now, Nature's Prophet, Witch Doctor. It's, you know, is it a playstyle thing, or is it the potential latency that the PH players experience? I mean, some of them are known to have latency problems. Is that an issue? Do you know?
I don't know about the latency, but I would definitely agree with your in terms of playstyle, although I could argue that Earth Spirit would thrive in the environment that Filipino players sort of play Dota, so I'm a little bit just to why they don't pick it either. I guess he also got nerfed recently. The boulder kick
is he really
slower
ever
now.
nerfed enough though?
I looked at it. I just did a comparison between the old kick speed and the new kick speed, and it's actually really slow. It's really easy to dodge now. It's not.
Is it the speed, or is it more like the width of the kick?
It's the speed. They slowed the.
Oh, they slowed the rock as well. Okay, so yes. they keep nerfing him, but seems like he still picked a lot though.
He's still used. He will definitely take a lot more skill to sort of execute because of the changes. I'm fine with it though. I felt like he may have been way too strong considering how, you know, Ice Frog just Captain's mode sort of lets him go and he went ham. Alright though. I think we'll still see him again, but it will mean more heroes are going to see play just because of the change. But so far so good for both squads. They've gone for, I want to say, very aggressive supports. You want to be fighting a lot with a Vengeful Spirit as well as a Doctor, but there is more elements of push as well as now global presence in Mineski, whereas Action Arena, hell, they want to fight right off the bat. They've got a Bat Rider, super low cooldown on Flaming Lasso. They're going to be kills like bam, bam, bam.
The Bat Rider, I'm trying to think of this combo that I saw the other day with the Bat Rider. I mean, Bat Rider combos with a lot of things, but there was this one particular one. It doesn't come to mind. Invoker is one of them, but
5 seconds remaining.
there's this. Oh, I just can't remember because I saw it the other day, and it's really like
Reserve
an edge of
time.
my mind. I can't still remember it, but it was a really cool combo. It's not something you usually see. But something to note as well is the Ricky ban. Wow. Okay, so a little bit of fear here for the purple little guy.
Not just the purple guy, they were ban bounty. You can say bounty ban. They get rid of both invisibility here.
I don't feel like buying dust today. Huh?
Well, if they pick Clinks, right, you still have to buy dust. I don't think they'll pick up Clinks. But yeah, this is rather interesting. Almost, I want to say we never see Ricky at all. I've never seen Ricky.
Yeah, he's been buffed non-stop. It's one of those heroes that suffers from that sleeper OP syndrome. Ice Frog just keeps buffing. Like Lina. Lina was sleeper OP for really long, and I do like this puck pick.
Radiant team pick.
Actually, because grabbing up this puck denies it. I was about to say AcA might want to snap up a puck because puck Vengeful Spirit has a natural synergy. He's got a lot of aerial denial, a lot of catch for his profit, and all in all, a good hero to
10
deal with
seconds
the very
remaining.
popular Mirana pick now in the middle lane. So
5
I think it's
seconds
a
remaining.
nice snap up here from Mineski. They can play it very well on this name
Reserve
again.
time.
Ben-Hur played pretty well the other time. So they could give it to him as well, but I don't know what do AcA go for now. Is the VS support? I think it is support, right? Only CIS runs carry bench.
I don't think I've seen Carry Venge in for a long time, so they would more or less be definitely a support Venge. The Carry Venge. I don't know, I kind of felt like Carry Venge was garbage.
In CIS it's always carry bench, and it's exciting to see. It's like, oh cool, carry bench, and it's kind of decent for the first few minutes.
First few minutes, and then after that she's very lackluster and you sort of wish you had someone else.
Yeah,
But-
you really had to snowball, with carry bench.
But Action Arena gonna go for the Mirana. Looks like Mirana's gonna be flavor of the month sort of thing, or flavor of the qualifiers.
I
Because
can deal with that. I mean, Mirana isn't quote quote cancerous compared to the sniper of old, the Lashrax of old. I think she takes good amount of skill to play. She's not a press R win game kind of hero. So I think it's an excellent hero to watch. I'm okay if this becomes flavor of the month because easy to lock down a Mirana. It's also easy to play Mirana. It's fun to play Mirana, and arrows are always something to cheer for. Synergy with Bat Rider and Mirana here.
Radiant team pick.
But Mineski, they go back for the Lifesteal. Now, was it Mineski that we saw play Lifestealer yesterday?
They played it with Pup
Ah, okay.
and
Now they've got-
Doombringer.
Modes of initiation. Do they go for Doom again? Guess not.
Doom's banned,
10
so
seconds
Oh yeah,
remaining.
sorry.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes I don't see it either. I just like, oh yeah, throw heroes out the top of my head. But sometimes they're like, oh, why are they picking this? And then I see it's first ban. Doom has been making a resurgence as well. I think a lot of people are realizing that, hey, it's good to delete one hero. And
Just delete them, yeah.
Lifestealer, I think, is a fun pick to see here because of all the interactions. I like that he can't infest Ancients at level 6 anymore because I think that was borderline broken.
I don't think it was broken. I feel like it kind of skipped the way people sort of played Lifestealer. It wasn't necessarily
No, it's
successful
broken in
either.
the right situations. Like, okay, if
Oh,
you're
in the right
against
situation.
if you're in a
10
if like
seconds
you're
remaining.
facing a Lycan or Juggernaut or Templar Assassin that can shred your Ancient, then it's okay. But if you face up against a team full of spellcasters and then all of a sudden they're running away from your Granite Golem because they can't do anything, or their Black Dragon because they can't do anything to fight the Ancient, and I feel like that's kind of stupid to get at level 6, especially if like you're
10
level 6, you get an
seconds
Ancient
remaining.
and you run an Ancient at level 4 supports. Kind of silly.
5 seconds remaining.
But yeah, it creates a situation where it can be very unfun for. It's nice that they made the change to 11.
Reserve
But
time.
Emperor Spirit, okay.
Radiant team.
Gonna be
back.
their scaling carry.
So
I
Bat
kinda
Rider
like
off lane?
this. It has to be Bat Rider off lane. So it looks like it's gonna end up being Bat Rider off lane, Mirana mid, I presume. If you follow the trend that has been going on
Yeah.
recently, and then it'll be the safe lane Ember Spirit. I really like this actually.
10
Look at
seconds
Mineski's
remaining.
draft. They've only got one hero that can successfully lock down the Ember
Radiant
Spirit,
team
or at least
Mm.
set up for the lockdown, which is the puck. And if you get the silence off, then Ember Spirit's out of there. There's Mineski can really do about it, which is
Oh,
going
they
to be
can
a
fix
problem.
that now. Skyriff Mage comes to mind, but no one ever picks that hero
10
anymore.
seconds remaining.
Spirit Breaker? There's always that option.
Are you
5
really
seconds
going to put your
remaining.
faith in bashes though to look at it?
I mean,
Or-
if you slam into him, it's pretty good. Whoa, what's happening here?
Dire team
So this is going to support Mirana, it seems, instead of the Mirana that we originally anticipated. But Razor, this is going to... I want to say this is going to guarantee Action Arena a mechanism. Typically with Razors, you grabbing that mech so you can have
10
that really
seconds remaining.
early game team fight. And it's a roaming Mirana this time.
5
And also,
seconds
they need. I
remaining.
think they need the plasma field for the push for Nature's Rock. So
They
they don't have a
do.
lot of anti-push
Reserve
here.
time.
When the Ember Spirit gets farm, he's going to be decent. And I'd say
Hmm?
Bat Rider to a certain pretty good as well with the Firefly. Their push is not terrible, but counter push is reasonable here for Action Arena.
Yeah,
But-
but the thing is, you can't rely on Battle Fury Ember Spirit until maybe 15-20 minutes tops. Yeah, and then it comes online. Then maybe you get it. So if there are any early game pushes, they want to make sure it's mitigated. Razor, I think, fits the bill here. The Plasma Field very effective at dealing with creep waves, and yep, Bat Rider. Yeah, but you don't want him actually clearing creep waves when he's farming up his dagger, I think. So overall, I think it's a nice one. And I mean, Razor is mostly picked for the Lifestealer or Puck as well, actually. It does pretty well against Puck, because you can drain him even through the phase shift, so I think it's kind of cool.
So the Slaughter last bit, this is going to end up being a position for Nature's Prophet. There are
Standard
presumably
stuff.
Raging Potato on the Slaughter. Every
You
time I
said,
see
you said he
Slaughter,
likes that. He likes the hero, right?
that's
Oh, it's
gonna be
Jules.
Oh,
So it's
gonna be
position 4 Slaughter, okay. So
rather interesting.
Slaughter with I think Iron Talon. Gonna do some jungling on the part-time jungling.
I have seen, well, I don't know if it was Mineski, but I did see a couple of teams running position 4 Slaughters. And it worked to great effect. Though, that was a game they had pretty much their grasp from the get-go. We've just finished up the draft. We don't know how the lanes are going to go. But overall,
10
look at
seconds
lanes. Like,
remaining.
do you think Action Arena is really strong right now? Because I'm looking at their
5
heroes. They've got
seconds remaining.
heroes that are firstly going to be difficult to kill, and secondly, sort of just need 10 minutes of laning phase, and then they're good to go outside of the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit, he needs 15 minimum to really be effective.
Well, if he goes for face drums, which I don't see many people doing nowadays, he can actually be a good fighter. It's kind of a shame, I feel, that he isn't. It's something. It's like a personal preference. I think when I see drums and faces, I get excited because it's a fighting Ember Spirit. But most of the people go travels now. So we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, ACA or Acion Arena, or Acion Arena.
Action
Both
Arena.
PH teams actually. Action Arena is Action
Yeah.
Arena without the T. Okay. Cool spelling. All right, ACA. They are going to be on the Radiant side. We have Izihan. Going to be playing the Vengeful Spirit. We have G on the Ember Spirit. We have Scamblue on the Bat Rider. Fly Solo. Mirana, Gabby on the Razor. We might see an early game engagement here, but Potato Sports or Raging Potato. Raging Potato Lifestealer are going to be in a perfect position to break this. Jules on that Slaughter. You're going to see them coming from a mile away and think nothing's going to happen here. Cask on that Witch Doctor, Ben-Hur on his Puck, and last but not least, Bocarino on his Nature's Prophet. So all scouted out, all
30
good.
seconds to battle.
Nothing,
Good.
nothing bad's gonna really happen apart from a possible messy rune fight. I still don't think that's gonna happen either. Slaughter holding on to some gold, I think, deciding on whether or not to go for the Iron Talon and all boots. I think I don't want. So it looks like it'll be an uneventful 0-minute mark, and we'll start the game proper. Both PH teams, all right. A lot of PH teams in this group.
The
There
battle
are.
begins.
I'm glad, to be honest. I enjoy Filipino Dota the most just because for viewers it's so engaging because you're always seeing things happening around the map. With the other regions, I don't want to like bash on them or anything, but sometimes they do fall into the category where they start to
Resident
become a little bit
sleeper.
well,
Yeah.
kind of. I don't want to say that. Like, it does get a little boring sometimes. People play super safe nowadays. I could eat my words and think. Hoping so, because who doesn't like the. I want to say, like, Filipino Dota is the CIS Dota of South America.
Pretty much.
Well, down
They're
towards
like
the bottom.
they're like the Russian Dota of C,
Oh.
pretty much.
Oh,
And we got ourselves a pause, and
is Camberloo dead here? Could be.
oh, okay. So it looks like it's nothing much. I think, yeah, like I said, there are latency issues with these guys. Most of them play on at a cyber cafe or a LAN shop, and sometimes the connection isn't the greatest. So gotta shout out to these PH players. They really have a lot of dedication, playing long distances to their LAN shops to play tournaments. So you really want to see them succeed, and it's really nice to see them get a major for themselves.
Exactly. So for now, just going to have to take a look as to who's going to make it through.
Ooh, okay.
In the groups, though, who were your original favorites to make it through these the main qualifiers?
I think Mineski's always got a good shot. Tarring, I guess you gotta give them the token respect and say they are gonna make it too. But then again, you know, their consistency has always been a problem. I mean, yes, their showing yesterday against Mineski doesn't really inspire much confidence. I mean, yeah, they took out NG, but NG were an open qualifier. So I don't know. It's tough to see if I can support Tarring here. But I think Mineski has got a good shot. So is TNC, like you mentioned yesterday. So
Sounds reasonable.
I think my money's on Mineski though.
You really
They've been
think
looking
Mineski?
strong.
How about TN yesterday? Do you feel like it?
Wow, he
Yeah,
didn't jump for it. I'm surprised he didn't jump for it.
Probably a little bit worried about the support being there because he did see the vet go. But I actually put my.
Regeneration.
But after yesterday's performance, I'm a little bit concerned with their form coming into
Yeah.
qualifiers.
They
I'm
went
hoping
1-1
it's just
against
kind of hoping
themselves.
it's a day one sort of thing. Might just be them. Yeah, they lose their first game, but maybe they just sort of needed that warm up to come
I
into
think
qualifiers.
they are 3-1 now. If you look at the brackets, I'm not sure.
Take a look.
They are 3-1. They won their second yesterday 2-0, I believe. I did see the scoreboard. I think it's them. I'm pretty sure Mineski are 4-0 now, 3-1 now. I think. Oh, Bender have a little bit of fight, but he does not have the creep on his side, so gonna have to back off there. Gabi also something to note. He did port down to the bottom lane because of that life stealer, but Raging Potato immediately does the shuffle and jumps back the other way. So he's back up top with the Witch Doctor. So they have a little bit of lanes, musical chairs. And yeah, the Slaughter has been farming with the Iron Talon, so Jules greeding it up in the jungle. And what are ACA doing to punish this? Nothing. They can't punish much Revenge or Mirana, so capitalizing on the enemy's draft to play greedy.
Fly Solo has been trying to throw the majority of his arrows mid, trying to catch out the puck, not the puck. And all of them, unfortunately.
He's gonna try
trying
for profit now. I think that might work out, but now that he can hit the meat wagons, it's was catapult
Exactly.
rather.
Middle tower is
We'll
under
try. I
attack.
think now's a good time for him to try, like just Hail Mary shot. Let's go. Pew! You never see the ones coming from behind, you know.
You
Go
you have to
fire!
expect.
Oh come on! What kind of arrow was that? At least he got the catapult. Yeah.
He's
But
doing
that
his
was
best,
not
though.
nice try. $70. Pretty good.
For the Mirana, honestly, the best time to throw arrows would be right now, during the nighttime when vision is low. Just
Yeah,
much
the
easier to hit
react
those
time's a lot
arrows.
slower.
Yeah, just less time to react because of the vision.
Okay,
So let's see
here
if he
comes
gets
the arrow.
out.
Ooh, snap! But there's an arcane rune, so he's gonna have that ready in 3 seconds. Oh, leaps up. It's gonna be short duration as well. Costs nearly nothing. So I kind of love the arcane rune. I think it's awesome on high impact ultimates, especially like Omni Slash. If you use it while you're using the arcane rune, it costs so little mana and it cools down so fast. So it's one of the best ones. Oh, we got the First Blood. No, we are not. Top lane. Nature's Prophet wraps on in and grabs that solo Vengeful Spirit who's trying to leech some EXP off that top lane. So Prophet, you know, they thought they were going to get the jump on him, but for that First Blood, in the end, scores it himself. So bo2 putting one on the board for Mineski. Jules is ready to dish out some hurt. He's level 4 now.
Can they grab anything down here? I guess they could try and go for a kill, but it's going to be up against a Razor with 2 points into static link. Wouldn't be the most. Oh god, my dying. It wouldn't be the easiest.
I feel like Fly Solo is gonna go for an arrow here. Oh, Ember Spirit kills the puck solo.
And
He goes down to the tower.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool when Ember Spirit can kill a puck in the middle lane. Must be a very greedy puck to get himself solo killed there. I don't think the Venge actually helped because mana is still full, so it was a solo kill.
But here comes the bat though. Like it looks like it's just gonna come in to soak in the EXPs.
I'm still waiting for this arrow from the Rush Pit. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, he's doing it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Is it gonna hit? Nope. Nope. No. I think Gabi should have moved forward to scare him back or something.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting back, try to force his movement a little bit.
Maybe Fly Solo needs to consider moving a little bit closer to the targets. I know every time you want to try and hit that 5-second arrow, but you might want to focus more on trying to get the accuracy.
Oh, he gets Jules, but Jules is hasted, so...
And no support.
Jules might actually turn, yeah. No. Yeah, these arrows have not been on the point, and no kills from Miranda so far. That's what I mean by this hero, is like... I wouldn't say she's hit or miss, but you really got to have the good fortune to land these arrows. Because sometimes, let's be real here, arrows are luck.
I saw what you did there with the way you described the hit and miss sort of. But for Fly Solo, I can understand why you're trying to go for these secret arrows to try and get those 5-second staples. But I'm just... Maybe he should consider moving around with the Venge Spirit, having the Venge set up with the magic missile into secondary arrow. And then you'll have at least a lot of time to the target, because you're stacking 2 pretty good disables.
That's true. I think Venge get closer for a stun, and then maybe you pre-fire the arrow, and then you stun it. Oh, he hits it in the middle lane. Okay, that might be it. If Power 3 Spirits on him, he get him. Oh, the coconut almost there. But now he gets tossed up. The Melodic, more than enough there. Cost his signature Witch Doctor. Gonna score that kill easy. Well, Radiant structures have been fortified. The top tower is being pressured by the Prophet and the Lifestealer, so... All in all, a trade. Ben hasn't been having the best of the early games, but we got 600 gold in dire favor though. The arrow, really can't expect anything less. Reggie Potato gonna... No, Valkyrino actually scoring the last hit on that tower. And gonna get away scot-free actually. Just a little bit of scratches here and there.
Oh, but... Look at Lifestealer, he's inside of them.
We're gonna start with Coil, and Gabi's gonna get caught out right away. Does he have to heal for it? Nope, he's gonna try to stab away as much damage as possible. Throws out a last plasma field, and they're gonna trap ACA, his hand, inside the trees there. Blocks him with the treants as well, and a perfect wrap around here will actually secure that kill. Valkyrino with the killing spree.
Backfired so badly with the Vengeful Spirit. She just wasn't going for the stun, but not the most efficient way of down an engagement. So she ended up just being in a bad spot herself and dying in general. She could have gotten out of there if she just ran away, but whatever.
So it's a classic case of don't help people that are already dead. Just get yourself
don't
killed.
help people in general.
But my actual saying is don't help noob. But I mean, in this case, they're all teammates, so you can't actually apply that.
I was like, what? You're not noobs?
Yeah. I mean, in pubs, you don't help idiots or don't help noobs, because you're just gonna get yourself killed. In a lot of pubs, you have to do things properly yourself. If you keep helping noobs, then you just get yourself killed.
We do have a big item on the Bat Rider.
Bit of a link with the Bat Rider. Gonna grab Valkyrino in there. Apply some napalm charges, but he does have the drum very, very tanky. He's waiting for the TP, very, very resilient here, this Nature's Prophet. But now they're gonna chase him down with a lot of fire, and anyone that's played Pokemon long enough will know that it's super effective. So Nature's Prophet didn't stand a chance there. Well, G scores off a quick kill, 2-2.
So with the bat and his line, I would expect Action Arena to really amp up their aggression with this. I'm just trying to remember what Chinese team that plays this. I think it's Xiao Wei. Xiao Wei ever gets... Is it LGD? I don't remember. But I know Xiao Wei's Bat Rider at least. Whenever he gets Bat Rider...
Gabi.
Time stays on cooldown, he will grab a kill.
He's dead.
Yep.
Oh, they're gonna out
never
him.
mind.
He's dead.
Oh, that looks painful. But... they play in a similar fashion how Xiao Wei plays his Bat Rider. It could be good news for Action Arena. They have a draft that's ready to fight instantly. They don't have any major ultimates with cooldowns.
Mirana.
Radiant's top tower.
They chased it by a hasted Jules.
Can't really do anything, unfortunately. Bat Rider's here too. It's a bit risky for... I guess there's... about it. The Nature's Prophet could always TP in.
Yeah. No, Nature's Prophet's got other things. Taking down the towers. And the lifesteal has already got his armlet 10 minutes in. Very, very quick progression in items. I think Bocarino's Nature's Prophet has been impressing so far, to be honest. And a lot of people in chat yesterday were actually saying that Jesse Vash's replacement is Bocarino and that he's the better choice actually, Bocarino. I don't know what's the deal with that, I don't know what's the hate with Jesse Vash. They say Jesse Vash is a thrower, I'm not sure if it's true. But Bocarino has been impressing, that's all I can say so far.
Absolutely. But for now, we're just gonna have a smoke here, the Action Arena. Four heroes moving in.
They walked into the scan.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they walked into the scan, but Mineski know they're coming. Wow. Scans.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Scan.
Prophet knows they're all smoking down bottom, so they immediately TP. That was pretty insane, that scan.
That was a very good one, absolutely. Just on the money. I think they were just checking to just farming away, then catch out that money. What's your opinion on scan so far? I remember this being suggested a long time ago. I think it's like 1 or 2 ago that someone suggested scan. Finally implemented. I feel like it's in an okay spot.
Really? Someone suggested scan? I don't know.
Someone suggested it. I don't know if it was the exact same interaction that we have now, but I feel like scan is in a good spot right now. It's not insane, but it's very useful to have.
Yeah, I think it has very good applications. Like you check an area you suspect they're gonna move into. It's like almost useless for pups, almost. But for pro teams, like you can check to see if there are people on the high ground before you go up or smokes. I think that's one of the most common applications I've seen so far. They smoke and then they like scan up here. Like if they're running up, then you scan up here. Can you see my drawing?
Yes, I can see the drawing.
Then you scan up there to make sure you don't walk into a trap. Yeah, you know.
Well, I like how it's going so far. I'm rather curious to know the consent scan for the pro players. Like if they think it's acceptable, if they think it's too wrong, or maybe there has to be a couple of changes.
I think they liked it. There was
AcA
initial
to
reaction. Oh, okay. Are they going for it? Yeah, you bet the hell they are. And there's a crush, and there's a cask. But apart from that, nothing really much else. And looks like Mirana's arrow accuracy is going up. Oh, I kind of missed that as well, you know, dash AcA.
Dash AcA.
Do you remember from Dota 1?
I never played Dota 1.
Okay. So you're one of those new ones. Second wave.
I was during the... I got into the Dota 2 beta after TI1.
Yeah, it's about there as well, but I've been playing Dota 1 for a longer period of time. I'm one of those guys that knows all the old names.
I've been slowly adapting, learning all the Dota 1 things.
Like Lifestealer's Snakes, the Knights,
Yep.
Prophet's Fury and all that stuff.
AcA and everything.
Yeah, but hey, there's a Blink Dagger now on this puck, as well as a Lifestealer package. She's gonna walk into the Observer while this Bat Rider's getting caught right away. Very quick reflexes here, Kato. Not giving him any quarter there, taking him out very quickly, but Ben actually scores that final kill, so the arrow will scout out something, but Fly pops down a sentry ward, expecting some kind of invisibility shenanigans, but not gonna be the case in this particular situation. There's a TP coming in, Ember Spirit is ready to fight, there is a Moonlight Shadow, they have to deal with this Treants if they don't want to lose the tower. They are about to lose the tower, so the Treants deny it. Okay, they do get the denier going on, the arrow will fly misleadingly, and once again Mineski managed to sneak in and out very quickly and take out tower for themselves. Well done.
And we just see 2 major items picked up from Mineski. Mechanism onto Bocarino, as well as the Blink Dagger onto Jules. This is also... Oh,
get ready, Potato. Are they gonna get him though? Rage TP could be a real thing. He disables his armlet though. They do want to fight this. They have deployed the puck coil, and now Bocarino throws out the rob. It's gonna be chip damage on everyone. There's a double damage as well. I think he might want to actually go for this one. I hear the Slaughter going for a crush here onto the Bat Rider, and straight up Roshan, no respect at all.
Well, there's no lasso for a minute. There's no Razor ult for another minute either. Like, it's still running now, but by the time they reach Rish Pit, I don't think they're in a position to fight into Mineski comfortably. Because the moment Jules has eyes on them, he is instantly just going to jump out, go for the initiate with the follow-up coming out from the rest of his. They can kill him.
Bat Rider? Wow, is he really going in? This is why I'm being dangerous. Didn't steal it. They got the Aegis, so it wasn't even snatched. Oh no, it was snatched. So the Raiders did secure the Aegis kill. At the very least, they get 250 gold each. But then now they're all in a lot of trouble. Low on mana. G not going for the drums, going for the boosted travel. He tries to jump forward. I'm not so sure why he tried to jump into the enemy heroes, but they do lose 3 heroes for that Aegis, for that Roshan kill. Aegis was still secured by the lifestealer. I'm going to just go ahead and say that was not worth. I'm no businessman, but that looks not worth to me.
Absolutely wasn't. You can understand a team that contests the roof be giving Aegis away to Mineski this early, especially with the lead that's related, but they got hasty. Thought that this was gonna have to worth it, that they were gonna throw bodies to get this Aegis. Got it, and they did get the Aegis from Mineski. I really don't the flow of that fight to be. Mineski was so healthy in the Roche pit, just because of the mechanism from bo2, because everyone in Action Arena, they were so focused on getting the Aegis that they were absorbing so much incoming damage from Mineski as well.
And it's never wise to jump into Cask.
Cask and Death Ward on the high ground is problem.
That's why I love the Aether Lens pickup, because you look at if you just hover over the range of Death Ward, you can see how far the Witch Doctor can plant the ward now. Like, normally he only can plant it in front of him, so now he can hide in the trees and plant it over the cliff, which is excellent.
Absolutely. I just love Aether Lens, just because it can cause a lot of those game-changing things to happen. I think it's one of my favorite items to be with, so I might just be biased.
A lot of people are complaining how broken the item is, actually, and I think it has changed a lot of the... It adds a skill ceiling to a lot of the newer players. I feel that's one of the main things. Like, as an experienced player, because we already know so many things, every patch is just an update to us. But newer players, when they come in, that's a huge problem for them, because they are understood from their friend that's teaching them, okay, you've got to stay this distance away to avoid this stun. And they're like, oh, okay, we know that. And then there's Aether Lens, and then the stun goes further, and like, hey, but I was staying over here, and blah, blah. So it's overall... It makes the mechanics of Dota a little bit more complex, because the things you remembered are no longer applicable. But now, Banner jumps right in there. Good Vengeful Spirit swap, but unfortunately he does have that coil stun applied right away. And Easy Hunt tries his best to get out there and use a wave of terror, but really, Mineski are the terrorizing ones this time. Gabi trying to run away, but invisibility not going to do him any good with the amplified damage in his face. And Jules will slam him to the ground. Batrider will get a complimentary kill there, top lane of that Witch Doctor, but it's a small gain. If you look at it, they only gained 33 from that entire exchange, and once again, not worth.
The reason that Bat jumped onto Cask was just so that he cancelled the Death Ward. That was it. Like, the moment Cask popped Death Ward, insta blink coming out from the Bat, cancelling it out, pulling him back. They got the kill onto the Witch Doctor, which is fine. But if the rest of your team dies, like, that is totally not worth it.
It does give Scambaloo reporting rights, because he's the only one who got the kill though. Oh, okay, they might have overextended the arrow. Ooh!
Oh!
Ooh, from downtown. Got him. And Riggy Potato is just gonna peace out. They got a lot of sellerless items, I would say. Got a random Yasha, got a random Hyperstone. Anything that was fancy in the shop, we just bought it out. And just the casual Yasha for the value, and then straight up into the Assault Cuirass for him, I think.
The second DD rune picked up by Raging Potato as well. I think Mineski's just getting so lucky with the rune. I'm not going to use it to kill anything, but it is going to speed up farm. Action Arena, they very much struggling with the draft, unfortunately. They haven't taken any other towers outside of the mid-tier 1. So there's a lot of gold on the map to be taken. They're so scared to take it because there's a lot of initiation potential from Mineski. You're always worried about the puck with the lifestealer blinking into coil and infest.
Well, you were worried about the lockdown
and also
of Mineski.
Jules has blink. He's got 2 initiators.
Speaking of initiators, we are going to pull him onto the high ground. Perfect place to deal with an Aegis, but unfortunately he does have an Aegis though. So I'm not sure they can pull. Oh, actually, no, they don't have any teammates in the area. Bat Rider is thinking about continuing here. There's the slaughter. There's gonna be fire though. Can he blink? Oh no, he can't. The fire ran out. And now Jules in trouble, but I don't think he should stay around here. Reggie Potato getting caught out. Very arrogant of him to try and farm up the enemy ancients. And now he's about to get punished. Jules about to follow him into the grave as well. There's gonna be a jump forward. Is there a chain? There is a. Oh, one more hit to that sleight of fist. One more second rather to the sleight of fist, and well, didn't get that in time. Jules will actually blink away in the nick of time. The arrow will fly is right on mark, but Prophet TP's out of there with the help of the amplified damage. Can't gauge the enemies incoming, and well, ACA they strike back and forth. They take out an Aegis and Raging Potato. I would say that's mostly his fault, farming the Radiant Ancients when there's a Bad Rider around. Very arrogant.
And no vision as well. If you don't have vision, you're farming days. You gotta expect things to be coming your way.
Yes, I got an Aegis. I'm good, but
yeah,
Aegis doesn't do you any good when you're in a.
Oh, middle lane?
Oh, middle lane. Yeah, Bad Rider will force himself away, break that coil range, but there's a Veil of Discord. It's not gonna be enough there. And, he will survive to fight another day. Very, very good. Him and Mineski goes for the invis, but under the guys and creeps though. So it wasn't defensive. It wasn't a defensive moonlight. It was just a random moonlight.
I wonder if it was a miss.
Very possible. And if you let's take a look at Fly Solo, he's just going for the acronyms.
You gotta expect that in Maranas nowadays. Just go straight for the AGs.
Is that the trend?
It's what was it? We've seen all of our Maranas yesterday with AGs. All of them. We can say that almost all of them were tiring. And with the way that Yamate played it, you had to build AGs. This is a style of Marana compared to the mid that we saw yesterday.
I guess the support Marana has to be a nuking Marana as well, right?
Well,
and
you
it helps her push.
It does. It helps push, it helps her farm, it gives her stats. Like, if you not carry Marana, you may as well just go for this sort of magic-oriented build. As long as she has some sort of damage burst, or at least that little bit of extra oomph to not right-click her spells, I think that's fine. She's not building right-click items anyway, so it's not hurting her. I guess it's going to give Fly a little bit more utility, but still never really wants to be in fights if it.
We'll see. Fly Solo is got about 900 away, and honestly, it's not too late Aghanim, so... Oh, Prophet! In trouble here, that's the path of heal. Where's the Bat Rider? Looking out for him, is he Han? Oh no, they see him! Mental Sprint right into the grid. Oh no, the combo! The Crimson Guard has been deployed there, but is he going to do much good? The Vengeful Sprint immediately picked off there. The machine gun here from the Witch Doctor doing a lot of damage so far. Sprout in 3 seconds. He might just want to TP out of there. No chance at all. 4 for 0. Fight there. Fly is escaping in the nick of time. Will actually hold on to his money for that Aghanim's fun, and they're still hunting for him. Puck gonna back off now. What do you think about the Veil? Is it that great? I mean, maybe they want the magical increment to deal with Ember's Flame Guard with the Wrath of Nature. I don't know. I'm not seeing the magic.
You don't just pick it up for the magic though. For ban her, it's gonna amplify damage output. Obviously, it's also gonna be helping with the Wrath of Nature. Like the stats on the Veil is just so good. You don't only pick it up for magical oriented team, you also pick it up on heroes that rely on their spells, aka Puck. Heroes also would like to pick up Veil of Discord.
Yeah,
even
I mean,
Alina.
use combos with himself is okay. Well, I guess Puck has enough magical damage to warrant that. But usually, I guess it's the pattern to see like, oh, if your team is magical oriented, then you buy the Veil.
Also, he's picking up a Dagon. It's going to amplify the Dagon edge as well.
Right, makes sense now. Okay. He's going for a one-shot Puck.
Why not? How the game's gone so far is that every time it's just Mineski jumping on top of Action Arena with their Puck on, and then add a Veil plus a Dagon on top of that. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna die in the next fight once that Dagon's online. It's just too much burst coming out from Mineski, and Action Arena can't mitigate it because they didn't decide to pick up a. They picked up a Crimson Guard. It's going to save them from the physical right clicks from the Lifestealer, as well as the Slaughter, and even the Nature's Prophet to a certain extent, but it's not going to mitigate the burst from that Puck.
Oh, the thing is... Okay. I don't know if Crimson Guard's shield blocks Witch Doctor ward damage. Like,
it should.
Death ward damage.
Should, it's physical.
Because I don't know, like there are a lot of weird interactions with damage block and wards. So I'm still very confused with this. But hey, Miranda got Aghanims, yay!
I kind of feel like it should. Maybe people in chat will let us, but I feel like it should work with Death Ward because it's small instant damage, not big spell.
I don't know. I
Okay,
remember
chat.
saying something a lot about that. Well, we have a 5-minute delay on, so by the time they
Okay.
hear this, it'll be really long.
Hey,
And,
it's still useful.
and can you
Come on,
really
chat.
trust
You have
chat?
one job, chat. You have one job. Let us know the interaction between Death Ward and Crimson Guard.
Because I remember reading the Wikipedia, the Wikipedia page, and it doesn't exactly. Oh no, GG, there is a life stealer.
Oh, jeez, he died so quickly.
And Gabi.
Gabi's. Oh, that bash from
hit
Jules.
bash. And the second hit bash. Jules on fire.
Oh, Bulldog RNG here. Oh, Bulldog pseudo RNG.
Damn.
So lucky.
Which god do you pray to? There's only one. And Jules doing very well in his slaughter. Trained up hard for this. He really got trained really hard in order to press E to stun.
So, Action Arena. They're struggling. Have you ever seen a point where Action Arena looked good this game? Because it feels like it's just Mineski holding the tempo.
Well,
it's just Action Arena.
they did
They're
get
trying
a
to
nice
farm.
arrow on Jules in the early game.
You really think an arrow onto a slaughter is gonna dictate the tempo of the game?
They did say any nice points, so that was a nice point. They took tier 1 after that.
Okay.
But they're 14,000 gold behind. It's gonna be hard to find good news.
Very
I think
hard.
they were hit for like a fraction of a second the early game, based on the graph. But it's been Mineski's game throughout actually, and it's a clear case of outclassing, I think.
Oh, we have the big item, Bloodthorn, on the field for Boccarino.
Right. I mean, at this point, it's so far ahead. None of the enemies have Manta Style. This is a very possible thing. Mirana has gone for a gem now, and we'll see how effective that is. And despite having that gem, doesn't see this ward right in their base.
Hopefully they pass it eventually. I want to get rid of that as soon as possible.
I feel like
Especially
if the Prophet sees her, he'll just pour in Bloodthorn and Guy.
I'm pretty sure she can just leap out. Like she'll see the TP animation, just steal it off the ward and leap out of there. Should be fine. It's no big deal.
Yeah, okay, Mirana's about to walk past this Observer ward. They did just smoke under it though, so... Got him. Let's give 100 gold now. Good stuff.
Good stuff. So, we have another smoke from Mineski. Mineski's playing this so safe right now. They're not getting ahead of themselves and trying to go for these just instant high grounds after an Aegis. I've seen some teams sort of run into the mistake.
Mirana. Oh no, the jump! Oh, nice leap though! Will he get out there in time? He drums up. There's a good swap away. They pull in Raging Potato. He might have overextended. Or does he? The puck comes in, coils up there, just trying to get away with this gem. Raging Potato taking a lot of damage, but Armor's holding to the maximum. They're even getting for a second invest. Gabi getting triple killed here by Venner. 7th 22. Raging Potato staying alive, potating all the way. And OG does dodge that Waiting Rift. Survives for a second longer. Mineski piling away at this tier 3 tower. Do you go GG and go for game 2's reset, or you just try and rough it out, you know, and see if you can get anything out of Mineski? Because I feel like this game is very over.
With how the game is going, it definitely looks like no point in the game where Action Arena has looked good, as if they were in a position back. It's just been Mineski, like the stars of the show the whole time. Action Arena, they're hanging in there though. I will admire their persistence trying to get back this game, but like, with how it's going, like 2 stacks has gone in the span of a minute and a half.
Oh, they finally got the arrow on Prophet.
But when everyone's dead, it's not going to really be able to do much. And this is going to be the last set of Raxes, so Action
He didn't even
Arena...
get to use the Bloodthorn.
He used it on creep.
Oh. Okay. Jules? That was not the plan, Jules. Jules can't resist it. It's in his blood. Oh, arrow and cast. Okay, here we throw.
Ben has dead.
Okay, but it's mega creep, so
Exactly.
whatever.
Unless somehow the Ember Spirit can afford a Divine Rapier, I really don't think this is going to be the game. Even if they got 3 kills, there's nothing they can...
It's good old Mineski now. The Dagon's coming out, selling stuff for Dagon. Yep, that's it. That's the Mineski I know. doing it. They
Mineski
just
way.
can't resist it. It's in the blood.
Team sort of
You
thing.
guys thought Havos was bad. This is a whole team.
Wow!
There's a whole team of them. Hey, but hey, Havos is a talented player. He just has throwing tendencies. Okay, we're going into the Ancient Golem. Look at the speed on this guy. Oh boy.
Anyone he sees, they're gonna be dead. Oh jeez, die solo. Die solo.
Hey, got the gem.
Oh, they're gonna try and chase down Bocarino. Where's the life stealer? Gonna have to save his money here if they're not
Mac,
careful.
Mac. Passive Mac confirmed.
Oh,
Passive Mac.
life stealer's still hanging around. Gets spotted out by the Bat Rider. You don't want to get too close to that golem. That's not a friendly golem.
Hey, what's the Ancients getting stacked all the way here, guys? Guys. It's a lot of solo kills. Well, I wouldn't say solo kills.
Bat Rider's dead. Pretty much.
He's got potato, yeah. Just
Even the
swap
swap.
escape. But that's an Aegis coming in. He's got open wounds. Oh, getting good, take his damage, but the cost comes in. There's the ultimate, ready off the ulti. Yes, I guess the Crimson God does resist it. You see the shield actually flexing a little bit, or flickering. I guess it's a thing. Okay, so he will get out there in time, but Scamaloo, is he gonna get out there in time, or will the life stealers be the end of him? Ooh, one more hit, dang it, there we go, got him. And we're now casting Fountain Dives. Raging Potato, Armlet Toggle, sick, Flame, Coil 3, Crush on 3, Flight Solo, goodbye, Gabi trying to go for that puck kill, will he get it? Lightning Storm, is he gonna pick up Banner? But there's a Crimson God in return. Oh, the Plasma Field right at the tip there, doing a huge amount of damage, taking out that pesky Fairy Dragon, and more dragons getting swamped up here, looks like. The arena just want to toy around Mineski. It's pretty much over. They're messing around. And oh yeah, by the way, did you see the Reddit thread about this guy asking Valve to make a custom model for the infused raindrops?
Radiant's middle tower.
I saw that. Why were they asking that?
Because he was like, Valve, I was stomping an opponent, and I was playing a pub, and we stomped the opponent, and I was at their fountain the other day. I wanted to buy a lot of infused raindrops and dropped it around their fountain, and said it was their tears, but I couldn't because they took a custom model. Valve, please consider. We got 2,000 over upvotes. Super funny.
I'm not surprised. Saw that on Reddit, but.
That was good.
Jeez. I looked at it and I was thinking like, oh, people just want a model. I never opened the thread. I just saw it and I was like, oh, okay. Why would they want a model? Now I know.
Tears of your opponents. But